Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on September the 25th, 2019. Asian shares fell amid Trump's impeachment. Asian stocks slipped the most in 3 weeks on Wednesday after U.S. lawmakers called for an impeachment inquiry into President Donald Trump, increasing the prospects of prolonged political uncertainty in the world's largest economy. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan decreased 0.86%, marking the biggest decline since September the 3rd, while Tokyo's Nikkei fell 0.39%, hitting the largest loss in 3 weeks. Australian shares were 0.54% down. Chinese shares slumped. The offshore yuan fell after Trump harshly criticized Beijing's trade practices in a speech at the United Nations, damping hopes for a resolution to the U.S. China trade war. The drop in Asia extended to Europe, with Euro Stoxx 50 futures declined 0.20%, while Germany's DAX lost 0.30% and FTSE futures tumbled 0.26%. U.S. stock futures rose 0.19% in Asia on Wednesday, but those gains didn't translate into better sentiment for regional share markets. Iran may renew cooperation with the United States. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani will give a speech in the United Nations General Assembly on Wednesday that will likely determine whether the country will renew cooperation with the United States. Such decision can ease the hate and tension between the longtime enemies. The confrontation between Tehran and Washington has increased since last year when U.S. President Donald Trump withdrew from Iran's 2015 nuclear deal with major powers and imposed sanctions that hurt country's economy. Rouhani has left the door open to diplomacy, saying that if sanctions were lifted, Washington could join nuclear talks between Tehran and other powers. However, U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said he would intensify sanctions on Iran as part of Washington's maximum pressure policy to force Tehran to negotiate a broader deal. Chinese EV maker BYD considers IPO. BYD Co., the Chinese electric car maker backed by Warren Buffett, is considering an initial public offering for a unit that makes a power management device. That device is produced by just a handful of companies globally. The listing would involve the business that produces so-called insulated gate bipolar transistors, or IGBT. Shares in division might be offered to investors on China's mainland, though final decisions on the timing of location have been made. IGBTs are high-efficiency switches that reduce power loss and improve reliability in electric cars, but production is limited. They are manufactured by companies including Infineon Technologies AG and Mitsubishi Electric Corp. Meanwhile, BYD is the sole Chinese automaker that produces them independently. According to forecasts by Modern Intelligence, the market for IGBT is expected to almost double to $8.55 billion between 2019 and 2024, supported by demand for electric and hybrid vehicles. Gold rises amid political tensions in the U.S. Gold steadied after marking its longest rally in 3 months as investors waited growing political tensions in the U.S., which reinforced demand for safe havens. Earlier, such assets have benefited from central banks and slowing growth in the trade war. Bullion is heading for a 5th monthly increase as the Federal Reserve and main central banks cut interest rates to maintain economies hurt by the prolonged trade war. Weakening U.S. consumer confidence also dented sentiment. Spot gold slightly changed to $1,529.73 an ounce. Prices kept 4 days of gains on Tuesday, the longest run since June the 25th. The precious metal is 19% higher this year. Gold is expected to be supported in the short term and may hit $1,600 an ounce, according to Howie Lee, an economist at Singapore-based Overseas Chinese Banking Corp.